Welcome everyone. I'm Judy Satori, and the work that we are to begin today with the full moon transmissions initiates an intensive process of energy recalibration. It's to allow your body to adjust to fifth dimensional vibration and to take you through a gateway to cross an energy threshold into a new biological structure and form. This information and energy is transmitted by the Elohim, which literally means God or the gods, and is recreation energy for new life on a new fifth dimensional earth. Spirit want me to make these transmissions freely available to all people of peace and love. There's nothing that you need do except open your heart, let go of your conscious mind, and just be. So the Elohim have asked me to begin by telling you first a story. The story is a story that they have dictated to me. It's a story about our beginnings on earth, why we're here. In the beginning, in the times of Zep-Tifi, which literally means the first times, great ships of light came to this planet, bringing those people who were to seed the earth with the Adamic species of God's creation. These people of light were not just from one place. They were from those star races that were incarnated within the 12 dimensions of the lower heavens. And they were working together as one people of God and one people of God's creation. Many came at this time, and they were of God and they were gods, literally an aspect of God in bodily form. They were called the children of light. So the children of light came to this planet Earth to seed God consciousness among the root races of the planet and to advance the earth, both in consciousness and form. In previous cycles they had also come to the earth, and in these times they had been corrupted by the fallen angelics, the fallen angels. And in this way the earth had lost its power and protection. The earth had descended in consciousness and form and become a planet within the energy constructs and confinement of a third dimensional vibration. For 4 great ages, each of almost 26,000 years, the earth has been re-emerging into light. At each new age, the gods have come to walk the earth, and now the gods have come again. For it is you, the people of light, who are the gods in human form. You have come to help the earth and the people of the earth move forward. At this conjunction point between the old and the new, the Alpha and the Omega, there was a new light and a new way emerging. At this tipping point of a new age, there is a new vibration that is coming for the earth. This time of change is one of resurrection and renewal. It is one of recreation for the physical beings who walk the earth, and of recreation for the earth itself. For the next 9 months, you will go through change as you prepare to take on this mantle of greater light and exist in bodies that are purified and made whole. The real changes will come, however, after this time, and they will be fast and accelerated. It may seem as if around you old constructs are breaking down, but indeed these constructs are merely giving way to a new material form. At this time it is hard to comprehend the scale and complexity of the changes of which we speak. But know this, the changes are monumental, and they have barely begun. We ask you, the people of light, to have no fear, to guard your thoughts and emotions and maintain an energy of peace, love, and oneness together. There is so much that you can do to assist by maintaining positive and loving thought forms. You are safe, secure, and protected, and God's love is with you. You are here to act with your combined energies of mind as a buffer between old and new. Your thoughts will give momentum to the clearing out of an old world order that is no longer effective in its creation. After the first 9 months, you will begin a second phase of this creative process. At this time, much of the world of form will be changing. Your bodies will also be changing and altering form and vibration. It is important at this time to reclaim your true spiritual power and your true essence. So much depends on you and your ability to remember the truth of your being and act in your life from this knowing. It is important that you no longer identify with consciousness that is of fear or lack, and that you know with all the truth of your soul that you are of God and that God is within you. From that knowing comes faith, and from that faith comes new creation. Search now within your heart and ask yourself if you are ready for this knowing and this responsibility. It is not about doing. It is about being. It is about how you resonate within your heart and within your mind that is the important thing. And if you are ill at this time or afraid, then know that God's love is with you. And as you see yourself, so you will become. So see yourself as joyful and see yourself as healed and whole. We wish to speak to you now about the time that lies ahead. What we are to begin tonight is a program of regenesis and physical change. You, the people of light, need to be made ready for the shift so that your bodies may be recreated along with the earth. This is the purpose of the work that we do together. This first stage will take 4 months to complete. From here, there is a process of integration and consolidation before the work begins again. During this consolidation phase, you will begin to notice many changes. You will notice that you have more energy, that you are no longer tired, and that your bodies function better, and that you feel better. Insignificant little things that may have plagued you in the past will not persist, and you will begin to come into a state of oneness, purpose, and peace. This may seem in quite a contrast to what may be occurring around you, but it will be as if you are detached from third-dimensional issues and third-dimensional strife. And so it will be. Now we wish to explain to you 2 things. The first is that from this session tonight, you will be greatly altered in your capacity and ability to hold light within the cells of the body. You will seem to shine from inside your being, and this will become obvious to all as time goes by. As the light quotient within the cells becomes greater, so too will your density of form reduce. Your body will become less dense and more light-filled. This will be reflected in your physical form and in the foods that you might choose to take into your body. We have said to eat primarily of the fruits of the earth and as natural and pure a form as possible. It is also necessary to take sunlight into your being and to take into your being chlorophyll, as the new processes of energy creation for the human form are a little similar to that of plants that create their energy by photosynthesis. Therefore, when you ingest chlorophyll, that green pigment in plants, you are assisting the body in its process of cellular change. The second thing that is important for you to understand is that your consciousness, that is what you think, is key in creating the new body of greater light density. You must learn to guard your mind from thoughts of low vibration, because these vibrations, which are not of love, will affect the smooth transmission of energy. Energy that is required to propel you into a new life-light code. This is why it is so important to clear the old, outmoded, and erroneous patterns of consciousness that have been created in previous life cycles, when you have not understood the importance of loving and pure thought creation. So practice staying in a place of love, practice changing your vibration at will, and practice conscious manifestation of your desires. All will come to pass when you place the energy of mind and of your creation in alignment with the mind of God. This is all that we wish to say to you today about this process. But over the months ahead, as we do this work together, you will begin to understand, and you will begin to bring these words into being in your life. It is no small thing that you do, but it is why you are here on the earth at this time. We thank you for your commitment to the earth and to the people of the earth. And we bless you. Miki kalakijina sanadia, Ailena manasajini sena malakia, Akakalaki sajishni nakamokadia, Alelia, Alelia, Alelia. So this is the story that Spirit wanted me to read to you. And this is what Spirit have asked me to do, to begin a series of energy transmissions that will continue through 2012. I've called them The Way, Recreation, Resynthesis, Regenesis. What Spirit want to bring through now is a series of energy transmissions designed to alter the way that cells work in the human body. As part of the evolutionary repatterning of the human species, the cells of our bodies must alter significantly, as they will be functioning in a different energy environment or a different frequency domain, i.e., we're moving to the fifth dimension, moving from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. So it's a faster pulsating energy frequency domain. As you will all know from your biology lessons at school, the cell is a basic functional unit of life, the building block of life. And we have between 50 and 75 trillion cells in the human body, with many, many different types of cells designed for specialized functions. Human cells have a cell membrane or a cell wall around the outside of the cell that holds everything together. However, this membrane is not just like a sac. It has receptors that identify the cell to other cells. Reactions take place at the receptors to control the cell's function and may block the entry of foreign substance to the cells. So it's like a protective barrier. And inside the cell we have a watery fluid called the cytoplasm that contains structures that create energy for the cell and helps perform cellular functions. And at the centre of the cell is the nucleus, which contains the cell's genetic material and the structures that control cell division and reproduction. So basically we have 50 to 70 trillion specialised cells, all doing different things and looking different. They have different functions. For example, a hair follicle cell is different from a skin cell. And the cells are like a sac which contain a watery fluid called cytoplasm, within which float structures that help with cell energy and metabolism. And at the centre of the cell is the cell nucleus, which is to do with genetic storage. Spirit told me that when we begin to prime the cells for change, that this will trigger rapid resynthesis of cellular tissue. This may cause short-term illness or health issues to come up for us. It's almost as if dis-ease situations within our body have to come up to be cleared, rather like the clearing of the karmic miasmic patterning that so many people are experiencing. It's like we have to throw off the old distortion within the cells of our body. And at the beginning, this can seem to manifest as illness or increased distortion. It's a process of change that we are all going through right now. The thing to do about it is relax. Eat a natural, organic, fruits of the earth diet and work on clearing toxins from your body. Drink pure alkaline water and get as much rest as you can. It can seem really hard to understand, and on a third dimensional level can feel rather frightening. And remember that your body and your soul has an intuition, that can help you heal. So tune into that intuition and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. So we're going to begin working with the Elohim to bring through 5 energy transmissions to prime and prepare the cells for change. Before the transmissions begin, I want to play a beautiful piece of music. It's called Butterfly. And it's a reminder that we are all beginning to emerge from our chrysalis, from our pupa, and become like beautiful golden butterflies, flying with beautiful golden wings into a new light of a new day. As we begin each activation, I'm going to briefly explain to you what it's about. But all you need do is just settle back, relax, either sit or lie, in whichever way you feel comfortable, and just be with the energy. And now I want to say the prayer of initiation. May the love of God come into this space, into our minds and into our hearts. In the stillness, let the word of God speak so that we might hear and come into the presence. Be at peace, be at peace, be at peace. May all those beings of light and love from the many mansion worlds of God join together with us and support us on our journey. We call upon the great illuminator, the Buddha, and the supreme avatar of love, the Christ, to overshadow us with their blessing and their light. We call in the cosmic angels and the archangels, the David kingdom, and the Christed extraterrestrial races, all those beings who are aligned with God and the law of one, and the many dimensions of reality. We thank you for your guidance and your support, and for walking beside us on our journey. Amen. There are 5 transmissions to do with priming for cellular change. The first transmission is to alter the rigidity or surface tension of the outer cell wall, which is like a membrane between one environment and another. If we alter the surface tension of the cell membrane, the cell wall becomes more pliable. It's like altering the surface tension on a drum that you might play. And it becomes in this way like a vibrating cell, and a wave of vibration, sound, and energy can flow through it. This is the sound, vibration, and energy of the words that are being transmitted through me by the Elohim. New energy words create a new life-light code for the human body. This step is a necessary part of recoding the DNA, which is contained in the nucleus of every cell of the body and within the millions of mitochondria in every cell. You probably won't feel anything, but the cells will gradually change in form and become more elliptical or elongated in shape. So just relax, place your hands palm up, and be like a sponge and soak up the energy. Mi kukalaki sanishta melody, Aida the sun melissanity, Aida the madi, Aida the madi, Aida madi, Take a deep breath. Mikukali sajna sana malakoya. Eki kala sajna sana malakadisi. Lilin madi. O yadadi madi. O kisadishni madi. Asa. Miki kala kijina sanadia. Aki kala sajna sana malakazanidi. Aidadi, madadabadi, Aidadabadi, madadabalakadi, Oidadi, Oidadi. Mukoka liki shitashnia, a coca kikita shitasakotabakuya, a kikisa shitatapatakujini. Asa. So just take another big deep breath and then relax. The second transmission is to do with priming the millions of mitochondria in every cell. The mitochondria are like energy powerhouses for the body because within the mitochondria, ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is metabolized, and this provides energy for all the metabolic functions of life. This transmission will refine the acoustic properties of the cristae. The cristae are the inner membrane of the mitochondria. And this refinement will make this crystal membrane more sensitive and more receptive to the new energy words or codings that are being transmitted by the Elohim. Just place your hands palm up, be like a sponge.
Oh, da dee, oh, da dee 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 dee. Oh, dee 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 dee. Oh, dee 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 dee. Oh, dee 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 dee. Moko de sina da da medicina. Da dee, moko de sa da da dia. Oh, de ko da ka da dia. Moka da ko sa da ko shi de sia. Oh, da da ko dia. Mo da sal da kes da sal de sal dia. Oh, get the good dee. Oh, God, dee. Oh, God, dee. Mukota dee. Asa, sa, 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 sa.
Now we work with the nucleus of the cells. As I have said, within the nucleus of every cell is the DNA program for that cell's replication and repair, and for gene expression. And within the nucleus of every cell, within the DNA, is the original patterning for the more advanced species of man that was our original creation, our birthright. This seemingly unused DNA may be considered junk DNA, as it doesn't appear to have a purpose. But an energy switch needs to be activated to trigger this dormant DNA to switch on. And this is what we're going to do with this energy work now. So just place your hands palm up and be like a sponge and let the energy just wash over you and through you.
Mo ge de 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 de, mo ye de 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 de, mo go de 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 de, mo ye de 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 de, mo ye de 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 de, mo ye de 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 go de 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 de, mo go de 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 go de 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 de, mo go de 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 go de 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 de, mo go de 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 go de 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 de, mo go de de go de 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 de, mo go de 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 go de 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 de, mo ga da 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 go de 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 go de de de, mo
And just relax. Just a little more. And a little more. And take a deep breath and relax. The fourth transmission is to do with something called the Golgi body, spelled Golgi, the Golgi body, which is a petite organelle, which literally means little organ, floating in the cytoplasm of the cell. The function of the Golgi body is to modify, process, and package proteins, and to send them where they need to be in the cell. As we go through this process of physical change, plant-based proteins are preferable to animal protein. And examples of plant protein are spirulina, chlorella, hemp or flaxseed, rice protein or pea protein. Your body will be better able to synthesize plant-based protein as we go through these shifts and these changes physically. This transmission is to support the Golgi body in its job of protein synthesis, to amp it up, if you like, so it can do its job better. Just hands palm up, be like a sponge. Let the energy do the work.
Oida dia da shinata da malakinia. Oh, cockagillis, oh, yet the dog of the sonidia. Oh, gide the dog di dia. Oh, ida the dia. Oh, ida the dia. Oh, ida the dia, sa the dia, the badesia. Oh, ida the dia. Asa, sa, 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 sa. Miki coco calesi di sina mokuya. O cocolata cishnama de sadadia. Oh, yadadia, oh, yadadia, machilla de dia. Oh, yadada, but the she, that Batacadia. Moo, yadada, Batacadia. Oh, get a Batacadia, Batacadia. Lead the Batacadia, that's what I got Badia, but the dia. Oh, yadadia, yadadia.
And take a deep breath and relax. The fifth transmission is the most important of the activations. It is to synchronize the cellular vibration of the body with the changing pulse rhythms of the earth. It will make it much easier for you to adapt to these changes. What's happening is that the crystalline core of the earth is being increasingly tuned, changed in vibration, and this energy is coming up from the earth and affecting land and also us as we are beings calibrated with earth vibration. So this work that we're going to do now will help to synchronize the cellular vibration of your body with these changing earth rhythms. Just place your hands palm up and be like a sponge. And take a deep breath and relax. And now I want you to rest and relax as I speak these words. Mikoka kalakishna salamokoya. Isanishna manakazarunia. Okaka kadeshnisa shinasala shnia. Okolia. Mishisa lamalakaninia. Asa. These words are like speaking to the soul, speaking of ancient memories, helping us to remember and reconnect to that truth and knowing. Mukokalake sajishini namanakanya. Isa namakolaka isadishniaka. Akakakakaka. Ukishishinamanaka nidia. Mezadokolaka le dirujnia. Asa. So as we complete this transmission today, Spirit have a few words that they wish to say. This is the message. From this day forward, you will notice many changes both within your body physically and out in the world. It may seem as if all is disintegrating, but change is not necessarily a disintegration. It is a reassembly in new form. And so it is within you and out in the world. If you are fearful and uncertain, go within your heart, call on us for support, and call on us for guidance. Your words will be heard and your needs will be met. And I'm really reminded of this too as my body goes through immense physical and energy changes right now. Sometimes, even for me, it feels hard to really trust all this and the reality of what is happening. The only way really is to go within your heart, the truth of your being, and then you have your answers. And so when I go into my heart space and into my own soul's truth, I know that this is the way. The way is recreation, resynthesis, regenesis, as we become reformed and remade and refashioned into new bodies of greater light, along with the earth. So I wish you well, and I send you much love and many blessings to you. Join me again for the full moon transmission from the Elohim next month on the full moon. Have a wonderful day.
Qual hiciste?